week on Sea Camp Extra Credit, we are going to be talking about sharks. Hawaii is home to many different types of sharks, reef sharks, even hammerhead sharks, but this week we're going to focus on the Oceanic whitetip, one of my favorite sharks you can find in blue waters here in Hawaii.
Did you know that oceanic whitetips do not follow a diurnal cycle? They are active during the day and night.
So let's get started with some fun facts about oceanic whitetips. These guys are super streamlined and well designed for open ocean hunting. What this means is that they are opportunistic hunters because they travel the blue water, the wide oceans. Food is few and far between, so they have to take whatever they can get at the time. You can tell them because they have a rounded dorsal fin with a white tip at the end. They have long pectoral fins, which allows them to expend very little energy moving through the water, and they are countershaded. Countershaded just means that the underneath of their body is white and the top is dark. This allows them to camouflage with the light above them in the ocean, so fish underneath them can't see them when they're coming up on them. Very, very cool technique that shark uses. So as you can see, I really like sharks, but if you love sharks as much as me, you can head over to our craft video of this week where you can watch Caitlin teach you how to make a sandpaper shark art. So head over there right now and check that out.
Did you know that oceanic whitetips are often found following pilot whales here off the coast of Kona? They are scavenging for scraps from the pilot whales' prey and have even been recorded eating their feces.
So these blue ocean sharks are found in subtropical and tropical areas of the world. Here in Kona, off the Big Island, is where a lot of people have had our opportunity to see these creatures in the wild. However, remember, anytime you're in the water with sharks or any animal, we have to be cautious and reserved about their behavior. These particular sharks can get a little bit curious, so we have to make sure that we're respectful of distance and staying safe while we're out interacting with these animals. So some threats these sharks face is due to their low productivity rate. So one of the biggest man-made threats they face today is actually ocean bycatch. What bycatch just means that these sharks are caught on accident by commercial or fishermen that are actually looking for something else, and therefore they are a bycatch of what they were looking for. So these sharks are often caught in bycatch by pelagic longline or by gillnet fisheries worldwide. And actually, unfortunately, their fins are actually highly prized in the international shark trade. So due to this bycatch, either intentional or unintentional, their population is actually decreasing currently. In 2018, NOAA Fisheries actually listed the oceanic whitetip as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act. But in better news, here in Hawaii, there are several conservation groups working on greater protections for the oceanic whitetip in our waters. So to tell us a little bit more about the threats sharks face and what we can do to help them at home, let's head over to my friend Kim and hear a little bit about what she has to say.
Hey guys, my name's Kimberly. I'm a marine biologist, shark conservationist, a dive instructor, and I'm a member of the Jack's Dive Club. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sharks. So, why do I love sharks so much? First of all, they're one of the most, if not the most, misunderstood animals on this planet. And that makes them even more worth protecting. They're powerful, and yet they're so beautiful. They have a serenity about them, but you can also feel their presence when you're in the water with them. So what is my favorite shark? I would definitely have to say the tiger shark, the local of Hawaii. So there's a number of threats that are facing sharks in this day and age. So sharks are fished for their meat, which is incredibly toxic, but also for their fins, for nearly a soup. Sharks are also bycatch of other fisheries like tuna. The big question, what if I'm afraid of sharks? Don't worry, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that are afraid of sharks, but I hope from hearing this that you see how important they are, but also if you get the chance ever to dive with sharks, I highly recommend it, because once you see them in their environment, you see how peaceful and serene they are, and they want nothing to do with eating you. You'll be lucky if one comes close enough just so you can get a better look, because generally they don't even want to be around divers. So they definitely don't want to eat you. They know you're not their food. They're very, very smart, intelligent animals. Sharks are in trouble and they need our help. More than 100 million sharks are killed by people every year. And on average, only about 10 people are killed around the globe each year by sharks. You're more likely to get killed by a toaster or a coconut or this chair than you are by a shark. So what can you do to help? Well, first of all, I hope you're growing more of a fascination for sharks and you want to protect and speak out for those that you love. And I hope that would be sharks. You want to be a conscious consumer, so things you eat you want to be really careful of. So obviously don't eat shark, it's toxic. But any seafood, you really want to find out what exactly it is, where it came from, how it was caught. You really want to be careful about those kind of things, or try to eat less seafood altogether would be a really good idea, because shark could have been caught along with that seafood, even if you're not eating shark. And finally, when you're at the beach, remember to clean them up. So if you see fishing line or plastic bags, all of these things can be threats to sharks. So we want to clean up our beaches and keep them nice and beautiful. So I hope this little video has helped you turn a fear into fascination, because we protect what we love. So thanks guys, I hope you enjoyed. Mahalo and aloha.
Thanks so much for sharing, Kim. It's good to know that there are passionate people out there looking out for sharks. We appreciate it.
Did you know that oceanic white tips are viviparous? The embryo develops inside the mother and they give live birth. They can have 1 to 15 pups at a time.
So remember, sharks are super important because they are apex predators in the food web. It's actually estimated that oceanic whitetip populations are down worldwide between 80 and 95%. Without apex predators, the food chain or food web begins to fall apart. So what can you do at home to help these sharks? Well, what you can do is make sure that you're eating sustainably fished seafood. We use the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch chart. It's really small. It gives you your best choices all the way down to things you should try and avoid. Really handy to keep in your little pocket. Or if you'd like an online version of this, there's a link down in the description. Head on over there. Our final activity for you guys during this 6-week series is actually a dance challenge. So head over to our activities video of the week and see our special guest Casey, as well as our fan favorite Caitlin, take you through our baby shark dance challenge. Well, that's all we have time for, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in for the last 6 weeks. I know I've had a great time learning and crafting and dancing with you. And for the last time, I leave you with the joke of the week.
What time does the shark go to the dentist? At tooth hurty! Ha ha ha!